G'day guys and welcome back to the channel. Today I'll be doing my tips for the preliminary final week of football. Gee whiz, we are getting to the pointy end, that is for sure. Just waiting for this to do its thing if it wants to work. Oh, here we go. We're online. Okay, so didn't go too well last week. 0-2, not what you want. I think a few people got the 0. Yeah, so I'm just going to say Langs is on top of the table. We've got someone who's joined in a bit late, just joined the tipping competition with the biggest score, so no worries, I'll have to make some amendments there, but that's okay. We are all good in the hood. Alright, so yeah, toughest weekend in football to win, although the grand final I think is pretty hard to win as well. It's historically been proven to be the case. But we start off with Friday night, and we've got Sydney and Port Adelaide. This one will be at the SCG. What a game this will be. I'm sure there's been commentary all week about Port Adelaide having the wood over Sydney in various forms. Won the last 8 times. Haven't lost to them since 2016. I've been saying that a fair bit, especially when I tipped them to beat Sydney at Adelaide Oval. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. I think, yeah, Sydney will be very fresh. They'll be looking really good. Home ground advantage. Prelim final, pretty hard to, yeah, go and win the interstate preliminary final. But, yeah, Hawthorn have done it. A few teams have done it. Geelong might have done it against Brisbane a few years back, although it wasn't really interstate. But we'll take it. Port, you know, they'll be tough to beat. They know how to beat Sydney. Yeah, that one-on-one defence seems to be getting them going there. And I think, yeah, going to be absolute crazy contest, no doubt about that. I'm going to back in the Swans though. Just they've done a lot right, and it's just, yeah, it's very hard to lose a home preliminary final. They got over the Pies by a point in their last preliminary final attempt at home, so yeah, I suspect it could be closer than perhaps what people think. I'm going to go Sydney by 14. Feeling like it's going to be a pretty close one. Port Adelaide will leave nothing out there at all. I suspect they'll have a real red-hot crack at it. If they had Farrell and Houston, might make things a little bit more interesting. They definitely have a good DNA to be able to stifle the Swans and minimise uncontested marks, which they're going to have to do. Sydney, yeah, kill you on the turnover, so they'll be looking to rebound from their D50 as they love to do so. Then we go to the Saturday night game, and we've got Geelong hosting Brisbane at the MCG, and I will be here 5:15, unusual time. I don't know why we couldn't have got it like 3:20 or even 4:35. Not the worst time, but it is what it is. I just work here. Geelong, generally speaking, play pretty well against Brisbane. Got them early in the year at the Gabba when things weren't going too well on the Lions side. Pretty wet night though, not a usual occasion that the Lions would be used to seeing up in Brisbane. But yeah, look, it's going to be super tough. I reckon, yeah, we're in for a pretty good shot here. Brisbane definitely matured though. Bit lucky to be in the preliminary final, to be completely frank. Yeah, Giants could have closed the game out, but unfortunately, yeah, they didn't. Yeah, they held on too early and probably thought the game was done before it actually was, and ultimately they fell down at the end like they did against the Swans. But yeah, Brisbane definitely got some strengths out of the midfield. The contest will be tough. Yeah, Geelong, and they just have to not beat themselves, really. I think if yeah, Geelong get on their terms and just pressure Brisbane like crazy, win the ball back, and can just convert relatively okay up forward, we should be okay. But yeah, there's no. I don't think you ever really walk into a preliminary final and just go, yeah, cool, just give us the win. You got to go. You both start at 0, and you got to fight for 4 quarters and make it all happen. But generally speaking, like, we play well against Brisbane, have played well against them in finals previously, but it doesn't guarantee anything. It's just the best team on the day, like there is for most games. But yeah, I think we'll win. Yeah, just with the extra week off, Paddy, you know, prime with that extra week off. Tom Stewart back into the side. Brisbane have got a few niggles on their side of the fence. They've had to travel from Brisbane to Sydney and then back Sydney to Brisbane, then Brisbane to Melbourne. They'll be heading back. They'll be heading back either way, I guess. And I just think, we've set ourselves up to be really fresh and looking really good. So just with all that information, I think we'll win. And with that in mind, I'm looking at a 2022 Grand Final rematch. So I've definitely got out on a limb here. But I genuinely think the Swans will break their hoodoo against Port Adelaide. Kind of like our Hawthorn had their hoodoo over Hawthorn over Hawthorn. Hawthorn Geelong, there was a bit of a hoodoo there, and the Hawks eventually broke it. Unfortunately for the Cats in the preliminary final 2013. Eventually, you win, you keep winning until you don't. I think Geelong will hopefully be too good for the Lions. So we'll wait and see. All right, that's all from me, folks. Hope you enjoy the preliminary final weekend. Barry card for your teams. If you're a Sydney, Port Adelaide, Brisbane, or Geelong supporter, all the best. And may the best teams win. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I'll catch you all in the next video.